Hello everyone, welcome back to 5% Traders Workshop. So in earlier session, we discussed about how these rich people are becoming rich. What we need to have in your mind in order to become rich. What kind of mindset we need to have. Okay, in this session, let's jump into the topic directly. So we'll start learning some few things about the market. Okay, so if I ask you, for example, now, for example, you heard about this fixed deposits and all, right? FD. So how much they are giving right now? If you go and search in a Google, you get around 4 to 5%, right? So nowadays, for example, in a bank, we get some 4 to 5%, interest rate, something FD fixed rates. If you deposit 1 lakh rupees, so let's say, for example, let me take that. I'm going to take the calculator right now. Okay. If I take a calculator right now, for example, if you put a 1 lakh rupees in a fixed deposit, for example, like 1 year, out of that, if they give some 5% in a year, that will become 5,000 rupees, right? So in for that, that's what I'm coming to tell you. On your 1 lakh capital, 5,000 is the return. Okay. If you do it for like 10 years, okay, so how much it will become? 50,000. Okay. In a 10 years, your capital, even it is not double, you 50% of that you got back. Okay, your 1 lakh will become 1.5 lakhs. Okay, what about 10 years back, how much percentage they were giving? For example, they are giving around 10%, something nearly like that, right? So if you take like that, if you take a 10%, for example, 1 lakh rupees right now, let me take like this. Okay, into 0.10, how much percentage they are giving back, 10 to 15 years back, like in 10% in a year, 365 days I'm talking about. If you do it, FD for 10 years, how much it will become? 1 lakh. That means 1 lakh investment, 1 lakh return. That's what total your capital will become. 2 lakhs. In order to double your money, how much time it took? 10 years. What I'm going to tell you right now is that in a longer term, stock market investments is always better than your fixed deposit. That's what I'm going to show you right now. The power of stock market. Let's understand the power of stock market. That's what, in terms of bank, I'm talking about. Okay, only I'm taking the bank's example. For example, so I showed you NSE, I showed you BSC, and also I think I showed you this is the money control website. If you want to know, if you really want to know about the market, or if you want to learn about the market, lot of market related news and all these things available in moneycontrol.com. Okay, what I'm going to do right now is that I'm going to take some bank. For example, I want to show you, in the long term, stock market investments are always better than your FDs. Okay, for example, if I take ICICI Bank, after that you can go and check any bank. I'm telling you, I'm giving you 2 3 examples, then after that you can go and check with the any bank for your results. Okay, this is ICICI Bank. If I go to this, for example, advanced chart, it's taking a time. Let's see, take a time. Advanced chart is coming. Let it load. So for example, I'm not interested in this. For example, I am interested in for example, advanced charts. uh, Here, if I take, for example, monthly is available only one day. So if I scroll like this is the chart of, for example, I want all these things at a one stop. Actually, that's what I'm looking at. This website is changed. Actually, this website is changed. What I'm looking for, like in a 10 years data. That is what I'm looking for. Mm, Advanced chart. I want, for example, financials, eroding about technicals. I don't want this. I want, like, for example, line. Okay. You want to take what I'm looking for here is, like, for example, look at this 5 years, right? If I take a 5 years, this is a 5 years data. I want more than 5 years here. I'm looking for more than 5 years. I think I don't get, I think. So let's get back like this. Okay. We'll not waste the time. So here, if I, for example, if I go back to uh, 2004, look at the share price of ICICI Bank. How much it was? Look at that, 50 rupees. On the right corner, you can see, I mean, as I'm moving the mouse, you can see on the right corner, it was trading around 50 rupees, right? So what if you invested in 2004? Now we're almost 15 years over, right? So if what you invested for 15 years, okay, for example, 50 rupees, you have 1 lakh rupees capital, right? Divided by 50 rupees. How much shares you would have got? 2000 shares, okay? 2000 shares you would have got into right now how much it is trading at. Let's take as of now, after 15 years, okay? For example, right now it is trading at 537. What if you have exited at 537? Okay. So how much you bought actually? For example, 1 lakh rupees you had. Let's say you bought it at 40 rupees. You bought a 2500 shares. Let's take like that. So into 2500 into the difference you have to take from 40 rupees. That is where you bought. Right now it is trading at 537. The difference is 497. 497 into 2500 number of shares. Okay. Sorry for taking a delay. And okay, now you can see how much is the return. 12 lakh rupees, right? So how much, how many years? 15 years. If you have put it in a FD, even your capital would have not become a double. Here you can see for 1 lakh, almost, if 1 lakh become 2 lakhs means there is a 100% return. If 1 lakh become like 12 lakhs, you have to think almost 1000% plus return, as you can see here. Okay, this is ICICI Bank. Okay, not only ICICI Bank. For example, you can take any bank. Even if you take a worst to worst bank, like for example, Corporation Bank. Okay, this performed very low in a recent past. I'm taking in a very low perform banks also I'm taking, for example. Okay, what I'm looking for is that past data. Okay, because of this chart is changed, in a old website it was nice and fine to check at everything at one. So now these different charts are there. So 1 minute I will convert this into the line chart, and I'm going to take this like a 5 years more. So if I go back to 2002, something like that. Okay, if I go back to 2002 it was trading around 20 rupees. Okay, let's take a 20 rupees now. Okay, 1 lakh rupees divided by 20 rupees. How much is invest shares you got? 5000. Let's keep it aside. So now let's go back. How much you bought? 20 rupees you bought. And I will show you Corporation Bank touched some high in 150 or something like that. It has touched, I know that. So like this, look at this. Okay, I'm not able to see properly. Look at that. As you can see, when I hover over it, you can clearly see maximum how much it is touched. Okay, for example, this is annoying. Okay, look at this, 159 rupees. Let's take that. That is the highest price it went in a 15 years. Okay, so 159. How much points appreciated? What is the difference from 20 rupees to 159? What is this? This is a price appreciation. Okay, that's what I'm coming to tell you. 139 rupees. Okay, 139 rupees into how many shares you have? 5000 rupees. Okay, how much is the return? 6,95,000 rupees. So how many years? Like, what is 2002? And this is the 150 year which is touched on the year. Let's see which year it is touched actually. So, like, around, for example, let's take, for example, sorry for that. Mm, around 2010, I think. And I'm not able to see this chart because, this chart is looks annoying. So, earlier it was good. Sorry for that. 2010. 2010, from 2002 to 2010, it's almost given 600% return. So what I'm coming to tell you is that in a longer term, stock markets investments are always better than your bank fixed deposit. Okay, that's what I wanted to show in this video. So please go back and check in these advanced charts. In between that, up and downs are there, but in between that period, 10 to 15 years long, so what is the maximum returns these banks are given? That's what you have to check for. Okay, almost if you use 70 to 80% of them are given a lot of good results compared to your FDs. So why I'm showing this, I want you to have a look at this. That's what I'm telling you. So please go and check this, and I will see you in my next session. So I'll coming with the different topic. So why I'm showing all these things, don't get bored about this stuff. I'm just expanding your thinking. That's it. I'm just a lot of people will tell, sir, if you are for example, in HDFC Bank, if you're invested 1 lakh rupees, for example, like in 2002, right now it would have become more than 50 lakhs or even crores. I'm telling you. Okay, that is the power of stock market. That is a long-term investment power. That's what I'm coming to show you here. Okay, see the next session. So I'll be jumping into the different topic to show you long-term ideas, long-term investment ideas. Okay, until then, take care.